Welcome to Biology with Vasi and YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss about the lessons from past world history and future hope for humanity. So let me start with the period during industrial revolutions. So we know that this period of industrial revolutions was unexpected by the classical theory of evolutions or its basis. So this industrial evolutions gave pace to the evolutions and humanity in terms of steam engine, telegraph and photography, etc. It occurred during the 1760 to 1840. Now the next is colonial period during late 15th century to after World War II, and it covered 35% of Earth's land by 1800. Then came nationalism, period of nationalism, and its concept developed during late 18th century, and some of its phases are American revolutions 1775 to 83, then French Revolution 1789 from 1787 to 1799, and it affected the Germans, Italians and European intellectuals. Then a unified Italian state in 1861 and nation states in Central and Eastern Europe after World War I. Then Indian nationalism in 19th century, and this concept of nationalism was firmly established in 19th century. According to Pasolini, who tells that the ideology of nationalism was dominated by the emotives of passion, which many times shifted the meaning of nationalism, and yet broadly unchanged. Nationalism, according to Gellner's theory, is the offspring of marriage between a state and culture, and later was celebrated on the altar of modernity. Charles Tilly estimated the concept of nation state. According to Charles Tilly, is the people sharing a strong linguistic, religion and symbolic identity, which was not evident except in Sweden and some countries. But Charles Tilly estimated 275 wars and 45 million deaths and in battle, and at least as many civilians. That still excludes hundreds of millions killed by the state for many of the reasons. During these periods, many of the terms came to be known, like ethnic cleansing, which occupies the middle ground between genocide and homogenization, includes many policy aimed at eradication of the ethnic group from a given territory, whether physically, by relocation or murder, or culturally. In the background of history, these were turning their sides. Then came the postmodernism period, late 20th century. Cultural, philosophical and artistic movement that emerged in the late 20th century was a reaction to modernism. Postmodernism was exemplified in the case of literature by the writings of Salman Rushdie, or in philosophy by those questioning the basic assumptions of Western philosophy. Then came the period of 21st century, this period where we live, is a period of Syrian war, conflict and war. 2 is the period of Syrian war, Iraq war, Yemeni civil war, war in Afghanistan, Second Congo war, that is also called African World War, Boko Haram insurgency, Ukraine conflict, Israeli-Palestinian conflict, insurgency in Balochistan. So these were the many of the wars being fought in the postmodern period, late 20th century. So the cause, one of the causes is also religion, one of the reasons religion, among others, for these wars and conflict. Now talk about the discoveries of 21st century. So the most important discovery in this period is quantum artificial intelligence or computers. Uses quantum bits that extend beyond just 0 or 1, can be in superposition or a complex combination of both 0 and 1. So we have seen the past history, and we have also seen the other aspect, that is the modernism, scientific discoveries, the evolutionary instincts we are gaining. So according to Pew's Research Center, let's talk about future now. According to Pew's Research Center, Muslims will be the world's dominant religion by the end of 21st century, 2070, surpassing Christianity. So from the lessons learned from the past, I strongly suggest the Muslim community in particular and the whole humanity in general to follow basic ideology of humanity and freedom for all. As we see that the today's quantum processor is faster than the supercomputers. Any of the supercomputers here? So quantum processor is faster than those. So this is the period of faster evolutionary instincts. So run fast for good causes.